Hey everybody, and welcome to part 1 of this Platinum Let's Play. So yeah, I'm going to be playing through Pokemon Platinum rather than Emerald. So let's start up right here. I'm only going to be recording the top screen, as it's going to be very difficult to record the bottom. Hello there, it's so very nice to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. This is Professor Rowan. My name is Rowan. However, everyone just calls me the Pokemon Professor. Before I go any further, is this your first adventure? If you need advice, I'm certainly capable of giving it. I'm going to click no info needed, but in case you do need some help, there's always some there. This world is widely inhabited by creatures known as Pokemon. Here I have a Pokeball. Touch the button on the middle of the Pokeball if you please. So you must touch the button in the middle with your on the touch screen. We humans live alongside Pokemon as friends. At times we play together and other times we work together. Some people use their Pokemon to battle and develop closer bonds with them. What do? I conduct research so that we may learn more about Pokemon. That Pokemon was Baneri, by the way. We'll see that a little later. Now why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? Are you a boy or are you a girl? So they've changed the sprites ever so slightly to in Platinum compared to Diamond and Pearl, just so that because everywhere's a lot more like snowy now. So you can input your name on the touch screen. I'm going to put my name as Sean. You want your name as not all caps in this game, so it can reflect everyone else's. A fine name that is. Now this boy here, I believe he's your friend. What might his name be? Okay, so he's called Barry in the anime. I'm just going to follow suit. Barry, is it? That's your friend's name? So you can confirm. Alright Sean, the time has come. Your very own tale of grand adventure is about to unfold. On your journey you will meet countless Pokemon and people. I'm sure that along the way you will discover many things, perhaps even something about yourself. Now go on, leap into the world of Pokemon. So they get shrunk down to size. I always feel like in Diamond, Pearl and Platinum we always have a massive head compared to the rest of our body. Anyway, Pokemon are by our side always. I hope you will understand the meaning of those words. That was the comment left by Professor Rowan, who has returned to Sinnoh from the Kanto region. It's a different opening to Diamond and Pearl. That concludes our special program Let's Ask Professor Rowan. Brought to you by Jubilife TV on Nationwide Net. See you next week, same time, same channel. Okay, so as soon as you get into your room, you basically, if you move around, your rival's going to come in. So just before that happens, I'm going to go into my options, change that to fast. I'm just going to change the frame to type 8 because I quite like that. The rest of it I'm fine with. I don't need anything else. So yeah, as soon as you move, ambush. There you are. Hey Sean, did you see the TV? Sure you did. Professor Rowan's that really important guy who studies Pokemon, right? That means he must have lots and lots of Pokemon. So if we ask him, I bet he'd give us some Pokemon. He just gets distracted. Oh hey, is this a new PC? Where was I? Oh right, we're going to see Professor Rowan and get some Pokemon. I'll be waiting outside. Okay Sean, if you're late I'm finding you 10 million. So yeah, he's really impatient. As you can see. Okay, so this is our mum, otherwise known as Johanna. Sean, Barry already left. I don't know what it was about, but he was sure in a hurry. Okay, so let's head outside. Oh, wait. Oh yes, Sean, don't go into the tall grass. Wild Pokemon might attack you. It'd be okay if you had your own Pokemon, but you don't. So, well, take care, sweetie. So you can head back outside. And, we're not allowed to go up right now, as that guy with the blonde hair up there is about to ambush us. So let's head to Barry's house. As you can see, Twin Leaf Town's had a little bit of a makeover. It's got more frigid compared to Diamond and Pearl. What was that about? Oh hey, Sean. Hey, I'm going to see Professor Rowan. You should come too, and quickly. But wait. Ah, geez, forgot something. Oh, he's got more energy than I've got. Can never be bothered to do too much. Okay. It's a very green room. Oh hey, Sean, I'll be waiting on the road. It's a 10 million fine if you're late. He doesn't like to waste a second, that Barry. Anyway, so let's head out. Back into Twinleaf Town. And let's head up. There's a lot more snow everywhere now. Mainly just in southwest and Sinnoh. Too slow! Alright, let's get moving to Professor Rowan's lab. What? Don't go into the grass, right? No worries, no problem. It doesn't matter that we don't have any Pokemon. Trust me on this one, I've got an idea. Now listen, you know how wild Pokemon jump out when you go into the tall grass? So what you do is you scoot over to the next patch before any Pokemon can appear. If we just keep dashing, we can get to Sandgem Town without running into any Pokemon. God, I can't speak today. Okay, stick with me. Okay, here goes. On your marks. Hold it. Not gonna lecture. Okay, so this is Professor Rowan. You two don't seem to have any Pokemon between you. Then what is the meaning of going to the tall grass? We're gonna have like a staring match, despite the fact that, according to their sprites, their eyes aren't level. Hey Sean, this old guy. It's Professor Rowan, isn't it? What's in here? They tried to go into the tall grass because they wanted Pokemon. What to do? Their world would surely change if they were to meet Pokemon. Is it right for me to put them on that path? You two, you truly love Pokemon, do you? Think you have to answer yes? Me too, I love Pokemon too. I'll ask you once again. You two, you truly love Pokemon, do you? I said that really weirdly. What? You can ask 100 times, the answer will never change. We both answer 100 times, we love Pokemon. A pair of reckless kids who foolishly try to enter tall grass without Pokemon of their own. It worries me what people like that would do with Pokemon. Well then forget about me, but give a Pokemon to my friend here. I mean, it was me who tried to go into the tall grass and all. How big of you. Very well then, I will entrust you with Pokemon. I apologise for putting you through that exercise. However, you must promise me that you will never recklessly endanger yourselves again. Now then, now where? So rather than being at the lake, Dawn or, I cannot remember what the other guy's name is, Lucas, brings the suitcase to Route 201 rather than you going to Lake Verity. Oh, is something wrong here? Ah, there it is. Dawn, nice work. What I was about to do is entrust these two with their own Pokemon. Pardon? Those Pokemon are hard to replace. Are you sure about giving them away? We exist side by side with Pokemon. There comes a time when people should meet Pokemon. There is a world that should be explored together. For them, today is that time. This place, right here. Go on, open the briefcase, Pokemon. Really? Professor Rowan? I can't believe it. I'm so happy right now I can't keep a straight face. Hey Sean, you can choose first. Hey, I'm practically a grown-up, I have to show some class here. Okay, so you do have an opportunity to save if you really want. This is mainly for if you want a specific gender or if you want a specific nature for your Pokemon. I'm going to save just because if I get a completely lousy nature I will do this again later on. But let's see. I saved the game. Okay, so open the suitcase. Look, these are Pokeballs. There is a Pokemon in each one. Now choose, which Pokemon will it be? So we have the choice of the Grass-type Pokemon Turtwig, the Fire-type Chinchar, and the Water-type Piplup. Now for this game, I am going to be choosing Piplup. Even though I used a Water type in Fire Red, I absolutely adore Piplup and its evolutions, so I prefer those. When we get into the battle, which we'll have with Mary in just a second, I'll review the other two. Well, and Piplup as well. I'm sorry, please let me pass. How'd you like that? Professor Rowan's really nice. On TV, he seems so stern and scary. Running up to me now? Hehe, Sean, we've both got Pokemon now. There's only one thing to do, right? Are you up for this? I don't know what happens if you press no, but anyway. I've always wanted to say this. The time has finally come. Sean, I challenge you to a battle. Okay, so this is the rival battle music. Barry does his little dance, only in Platinum. He'll choose the starter that's strong against yours. So if you chose Piplup, he'll have Turtwig. If you chose Turtwig, he'll have Chimchar. And if you chose Chimchar, he'll have Piplup. Okay, so Piplup's a water type. Evolves into Prinplup at level 16, I think. It is, and evolves into Empoleon at level 36. It's a very balanced Pokemon in terms of stats. It has amazing special attack and special defense, as well as pretty good defense, and pretty good physical attack as well. It's quite slow, but it's got very balanced stats, like most water types. Essentially in this fight, by the way, you're just going to want to attack. Forget the other one. Just do the damaging move. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, when it evolves into a Empoleon, it also picks up a Steel subtype, which gives it a lot of resistances, which is quite cool, being only weak to Electric, Fighting, and Ground. Anyway, if you chose Turtwig, you get a Grass type. Evolves into Grottle at level 16, I think, and evolves into Torterra at level 32. When it evolves into Torterra, it picks up a Ground subtype, which is good in the fact that it gives it some extra coverage. Torterra's got good physical attack and physical defense, and also good HP, but the rest of its stats are a little lacking. It learns good moves still though, so it's still a great Pokemon, definitely worth using. Chimchar, the Fire type, evolves into Monferno, I think level 14, and then evolves into Infernape at level 36. When it evolves into Monferno, it picks up a Fighting subtype, becoming Fire Fighting. You'll get to go home and heal your Pokemon. Chimchar is great. When it evolves into Infernape, it picks up very good mixed attacking stats, and is also extremely fast. Picks up tons of decent moves. Can cover its water in this game as well, which is good. If you're playing Diamond and Pearl, it's probably better to choose Chimchar rather than the other two, because I'm not joking you, in Diamond and Pearl you have a choice of 2 fire types, just 2. You have no others. So if you want a fire type, it's probably better to choose Chimchar, but if you want one of the others, you'll only have one other fire type. Anyway, after that battle, when you've talked to your mum and whatever, you'll get the running shoes, so you can press the B button and dash faster than ever before. Isn't that just nifty? So next we're going to be wanting to head back to Route 201. I don't remember what level I said Turtwig evolves into Grottle, but it's 18. I think I said 16. I think it's 18. Too slow. Should have waiting. I'm going to see Professor Rowan so I can thank him properly. So I had this great idea. Listen up, okay? You know that lake where we always play at? You know how they say a legendary Pokemon lives there? You guessed it. Let's catch that Pokemon. That'll make Professor Rowan happy. I'm sure of that. Me and you together, we've got nothing to fear. Okay, so we just need to lead him to the Verity lakefront, which is to the west of Twinleaf Town. Get ready, because we're capturing that legendary Pokemon. Okay, so you'll lead Barry to here in Diamond and Pearl, and then you'll meet Professor Rowan. Whereas in Platinum, we've got a little bit of a different cutscene, where we see this weird blue-haired guy, the flowing time, the expanding space. I'll make it all mine one day. Cyrus is my name. Remember it. Until then, sleep while you can, legendary Pokemon of the lake bed. Kinda creepy. Allow me to pass. Step aside. We'll see more of him in the game, don't worry. What was that about, weird guy? Okay, sure, let's catch that legendary Pokemon. So there's the cry of the legendary Pokemon, Mesprit. Did you hear that, Sean? That was a legendary Pokemon crying. That had to be it. Okay, this is our chance. Let's catch it. Oh, wait. Wait, what? We don't have anything on us. You know, Pokeballs. P-O-K accent evils. If we don't have those, we can't catch Pokemon or take them around with us. Do you think Professor Rowan would give them to us if we... Oh, forget it. You remember what he said, don't you? He said to visit him at his lab if we ever needed anything. Okay, Sean, I'll race you. First one to Professor's lab in Sandgem Town rules. Okay, so you can catch Pokemon here. You'll find the same Pokemon here as you do in Route 201, so don't worry. You can find a generic normal type and a generic normal flying type, of course. Although the normal flying type's got a bit of a twist. Good advice there. So let's see more of... Okay, so this is the first one. This is a generic normal type, Bidoof. Bidoof is just a normal type. It evolves into B-Barrel at level 15, and then picks up a water subtype, giving it a unique type combination, which is pretty cool. It's got very balanced stats, good physical attack. It's not very good in game though, because there are better normal types and better water types, definitely. However, it's a very good HM slave. It can learn every single HM in the game, with the exception to Fly and Defog, which you can give to a flying type, obviously. So it's a good Pokemon. It's definitely worth using. I'm obviously not finding it. A critical hit means that you end up doing double damage, bypassing any boosts that the opponent may have gotten. Hi, I work at a Pokemon Mart. Did you know that a Pokemon's health is measured by hit points? If a Pokemon runs out of HP, it faints and can't battle anymore. If a Pokemon's HP gets low, you should heal it with a potion. Here, let me give you a potion as a free sample. First one's free. I didn't actually get... Oh, no, you can't do it in this game. Diamond and Pearl and Platinum is the only game where you can't get a free potion in your PC at the beginning of the game. Ah, here we are. So this is the other Pokemon we can find here, which is Starly, a normal flying type with a little bit of a twist. Evolves into Staravia at level 14, another critical hit, wow, just slamming him out, and evolves into the mighty Staraptor at level 34. Now, Staraptor is different to other normal flying types because of one move and one move only, Close Combat. It picks up this move at level 34 when it evolves into Staraptor. It is a fighting type move, is extremely powerful and plows through any rock or steel type, which usually plagues normal flying types, which is a refreshing addition to its move pool, essentially giving it fairly perfect coverage as well. Don't know what that was. So Dawn's here. Anyway, it gets amazing physical attack, is very speedy. It gets the ability Intimidate when it evolves into Staravia, meaning that it can soften up physical blows. But yeah, it's great. Definitely worth using. Can't catch any Pokemon yet though, so... This is it! Our Pokemon Research Lab. Let's go! Thud. What the? Oh, it's you, Sean. That old guy, he's not so scary as he is totally out there. I'm stumbling over my words here. Oh, it doesn't matter, Sean. I'm out of here. See you later. Left the door open. Wow, what was that? Your friend sure seems to be really impatient. Yeah, don't I know it. Well, anyway, let's head inside. Okay. Well, well, look who's here. Sean, was it? Let's have a look at your Pokemon. I see. This Pokemon seems to be rather happy. Entrusting you with that Piplup was no mistake, it seems. Well, would you like to give it a nickname? My Piplup is a male. I'm going to call it a name that is referring to Animal Crossing. Also refers to it being a King Penguin, or Emperor Penguin, I think. When it is fully evolved. I've called it Hopper. Now you've astounded me in a totally different way. Already there is a bond growing between you and that Pokemon. I feel privileged to have met you. I'm sure Piplup feels the same way about you. That's why I'll ask you to cherish that Piplup of yours. I'm so glad that you're kind toward Pokemon. If you weren't, I just have to... Oh, I just can't say it. Let's move on to the main topic. There is something that I want you to do for me. Allow me to properly introduce myself first. My name, as you know, is Rowan. I study Pokémon. First of all, I want to know exactly what kind of Pokémon live in the Sinnoh region. To do so, it is necessary to collect data using the Pokedex. This is what I wish to ask of you. I want to entrust you with this Pokedex. Will you use it to record data on all the Pokémon in Sinnoh for me? If you say no, you're just going around in circles. Good answer. So we get the Pokedex. That Pokedex is a very high-tech device. It will automatically record data on every kind of Pokémon you encounter. Sure, and I ask that you go everywhere and meet every kind of Pokémon in this region. I've got one too. When you walked up Route 201 with your Pokémon, what did you feel? That I had to get this done quickly. I've lived for 60 long years. Even now I get a thrill when I'm with Pokémon. Now you should know that there are countless Pokémon in this world. That means there are just as many thrills waiting for you out there. Now go! Sean, your grand adventure begins right now. The Pokémon that I met for the first time was a Chimchar. If you had chosen the Chimchar on Route 201, we'd have the same Pokémon now. That's not true. She essentially has the Pokémon that you and Barry didn't pick. Not that it matters, but anyway, I'm Dawn. I also helped the Professor add pages to the Pokédex, so in a sense I'm just like you. I just got a little head start, that's all. I'll be happy to teach you things. Glad to meet you, Sean. So at this point you can head out. But just one thing quickly. This is only in Platinum. I have something good here, you should take this as well. When you obtain the TM4 return. No point teaching it right now, but it's very good later. So yeah, TMs are only single use, you can only use them once and then that's it. You will get another return TM later on, just like you do in Diamond and Pearl. Oh wow, I didn't know the Professor had TMs. Was he a trainer when he was young? Okay Sean, I'll act as your mentor. I've got a bit of experience, a bit more experience than you as a trainer, and as the Professor's assistant. Okay, follow me. So we get the awesome music as she leads us around. This building with the red roof is the Pokémon Center. It's the place that heals Pokémon that have been hurt in battle. You can find a Pokémon Center in most towns. I think it's nearly all of them in Platinum, apart from Twinleaf. The building with the blue roof over here is the Pokemon. It's a shop where you buy and sell items and medicine. Sean, since you're a novice trainer, you won't be able to buy many kinds of merchandise. Don't let it bother you. You know, you'll be able to buy more as you earn gym badges. Oh, that's right, Sean. Don't you need to let your family know that you're going to help Professor Rowan with the Pokedex? You may need to go far away, so I think you should let someone know. Oh, but before that, heal your Pokemon up at the Pokemon Center. It'll be a lot less scary that way. Okay, bye now. Okay, so she's going to head up there, and she's going to be waiting at the first patch of grass on that route. But if you don't go to show your mum your Pokemon, she's not going to let you pass. She's going to be psychic and know that you haven't done anything. So you absolutely must go back before you can proceed. So let's do that right now. You can head down these ledges to avoid going into any grass. Although if you feel like doing a little bit more training, you can always do that. Okay, so let's head back into Twinleaf Town. Head back into our house without walking into a wall. Welcome home, Sean. Are you and your Pokemon healthy? I just made dinner. Take a quick rest, dear. What is it, Sean? Wow, Professor Rowan asked you to do something that big. Okay, dear, go for it. Your mum's got your back. Oh, I know, Sean, I've got something that you'll find useful. This isn't really that useful. But, that's a journal. It keeps a record of your daily events. Check it and you'll be able to remember what you did last. Gee, a journey full of adventure. I envy you. Plus, you're not alone. You have your Pokemon with you. I wish I could go instead. I'm just joking, dear. I'll be alright by myself, so you go and enjoy your adventure. When you're exposed to new things and experience new sensations, it makes your mother happy too. But come back sometimes. I would like to see the kinds of Pokemon you've caught, dear. Excuse me, is my little Barry here? Oh, no he's not. Oh, then he must have left already. What to do? That boy shouted about going on an adventure and then he bolted. He's so headstrong and reckless. I at least wanted him to take this. Not to worry, Sean will deliver that to him. Won't you, Sean? Always good that you get the option. Okay, so you get the parcel. Spoiler alert, it contains 2 town maps. So we get told where we should be heading next, which is Jubilife, which is the largest city in Sinnoh. Okay, so now we can head back and go talk to Dawn. I'm going to try and get myself to level 8, just so that I can... I think it's level 8 that I learn Water Gun. Oh no, it's not level 8 that you learn Water Gun, it's Bubble. Yeah, that's a bad thing about having Piplup, you get Bubble. Bubble sucks. And you don't get a better water type move until like level 25 or something. It's pathetic, but oh well. Regardless, let's oh well, that was a tiny amount of experience. It's hardly worth it, to be honest. Right, so okay, I'll fight this Pokemon, but screw level 8. Hello, Bidoof. Let's use Pound. Wow. This thing must have a defense heightening nature. Oh, I didn't check Piplups. Must do that quickly afterwards. Right. Gain some more experience. Why does that keep happening? It's really weird. Anyway, so let's look into our Pokemon slot. Docile. That's fine. That's a balanced nature, which means that none of Piplup's stats are being heightened and none are being lowered, which is good in game. You don't really want a nature that's going to give you negative in either speed or attacking stats, unless it's an attacking stat you're not using, for example. But Docile's good. Okay, so let's head to Route 202, the next route in the game. Although there is one to the south of Sandgem Town. Oh, that's right. Sean, I haven't shown you how to catch a Pokemon. I'll demonstrate how to catch one, so you just watch me, okay? Okay, so she'll encounter a Bidoof, level 2. She'll throw out her Chimchar. We know how to fight, but it just gives you instructions if you really do not know how. She'll try to catch it at that health, but you really want to be lowering it a lot more than that. So you go into your bag, and then the Pokeball slot, and then click on whichever Pokeball you'd like to use, and then click use. And you'll try to catch it. It's all based on a random number generator, whether you catch it, whether you don't. But all these lower route Pokemon will have quite high catch rates, so they'll be fairly easy to catch. See, isn't it neat? Actually, it's better to lower your target's HP more than I did. It's important to get the Pokemon's HP down as low as possible. This is because a healthy Pokemon is very difficult to catch. While Pokemon also get easier to catch if you make them sleep or something by using a Pokemon's move. Okay, Sean, to get you started, I'll give you 5 Pokeballs. Obtain the Pokeballs. If you have lots of Pokemon with you, it will be safer on longer trips. Plus, it will be more fun having your Pokemon friends along. Okay, I need to get going. Bye now. Okay, so while I'm here, I am actually going to catch myself a new Pokemon, and that's the one. I'm catching Starly. Apart from one other flying type, which is a little harder to use in game, this is my favourite flying type to use in Platinum. But anyway, while I'm catching this, since I've already reviewed it, there are 2 new Pokemon you can catch here. One of which is Shinx. Shinx is an electric type, evolves into Luxio at level 15, and into Luxray at level 30. Shinx and its evolutions are physical attacking electric types, which is okay. However, there aren't many good physical attacking electric type moves. Although saying that, it still has quite good special attack, so it's definitely usable. It's a good Pokemon, it's worth using, it gets good moves. Has good defences. It's not too slow. It's quite slow, but it's not too slow. Yeah, it's quite good. So I'm going to be naming this Starly Roadhouse, like I did in my Fire Red Let's Play, just because it's a running theme I have. It's kind of weird, really, but oh well. Okay, so the other Pokemon you can catch here, only at night, is Kricketot. Kricketot is a bug type. Sassy. That is disgraceful. Okay, so I'm going to catch another one off screen. I won't cover any more this episode apart from one item to the south. You can find one item on the beach over here. There it is. There are some hidden items, but I can't bother to find that right now, so there's just an antidote here. So yeah, Kricketot is a bug type, evolves into Kricketoon at level 10. It is okay. It's got good physical attack and decent speed, but its defences are dismal. It learns good moves. The only problem is that it's outclassed by a lot. There are a lot of better bug types. So I'd say pass on it. Shinx is okay, but again there are better electric types, especially in Platinum. In Diamond and Pearl, Luxray is probably better to use than any other electric type. I'm trying to think of a better one. No, I think Luxray is probably as good as it's going to get for electric types in that game, but in Platinum there's better. Anyway, so I'm going to catch a new Starly off screen. I will come back to everything on the next episode, where we will introduce battling and what have you. So until then, see you next time, guys.